So the first in what is a session of recording errors from me sees the end of this mission. And yeah, I've caught this practically at the point where I've stopped recording Xenonauts. I'm actually massively ahead of this point at the time of re-recording the audio to this. So it was rather annoying to find I'd missed 3 videos in a row. So huzzah, you've got me commentating over things and trying to vaguely remember what the heck I was doing at this point. And also seeing the names of certain soldiers and knowing what some of them have done in the future. Or not done in a few cases. In any case, this is the cracking of a scout UFO without a tank or any kind of rocket. At night as well, just to add to these sorts of things. And I think I've gotten quite the hang of getting this type of UFO by this stage. Or I was certainly learning it anyway. The build-up to this UFO is rather awkward to get to, especially with snipers and heavy weapons at the back. Also, I have not fully explored the area back there, meaning there is every possibility and every probability that there might be something back there I need to worry myself about. But for now, we send Lieutenant Newbunkle, who is still alive at episode 8. And spoilers, may live to the end of episode 8. But I can't actually remember. No, I think he survives. I think he survives. He's certainly still around at time recording. Or am I lying? Yeah, this is part of the problem with me doing commentary this late in the game. If I'd literally just recorded the session and noticed it, I wouldn't be giving away information that might be there in the future. Whereas here, I've got a real probability of doing that, because I'm up to episode nearly 30 by this point. By the way, if I seem to be ignoring quite a lot of people requesting to get on, I will again reiterate, as I probably will do when I finally upload this, that I've recorded a lot of this in advance to keep this on a daily schedule. It's a long game. You will make it in. I guarantee you that. If you've put a submission in and the game is still going and you're watching it when it's 3 months done, then you're probably a bit out of luck. But at this stage, the game is still going on. It might not be going all that well, which is why I might need some names and why I've probably stopped recording at this stage. But, you know, it's going well. I should really commentate on what's happening, but really I'm just moving and setting up and about to be unnerved. Psionic weirdness. We love it. Also, nobody noticed him until he got there. Nobody noticed him. Unfortunately for him, he's in a really terrible position, and I am just going to annihilate him. But Lieutenant Blue and Sergeant Ashton failed to kill him. I was guessing there. But we have a long-range super sniper for that, and that is why we have the long-range super sniper. Meanwhile, Newbunkle finds not a lot. Kane Bloodbane finds somebody. Oh, I remember this. I remember this mission now. Darn, that's probably giving away some spoilers. But this guy is in such a brilliant defensive position. You just look at what I've got to do to get out there, and this is what I'm trying to work out at this stage. How easy is it to actually shoot this guy? Answer, not easy at all. In fact, this is harder than the UFO crack in terms of how difficult it is. And I think it's the first alien I've ever seen upstairs that I haven't been able to just immediately kill in one go. And now I'm paranoid about other things as well, because if there's one that I've missed, there could be another. And this is what I'm trying to do now. Most of the doors are closed, so I'm guessing I'm safe there, but I might not have been. Who knows? I certainly don't. I'm actually not sure how long ago I recorded all of these. I can probably find out, actually. But I'd imagine it's at least a month or 2 ago, because I was well prepared for this. This is the 5-year LP. I just wish I'd actually remembered to not mute my audio for 3 consecutive videos. And I've got to check whether I've done it again, actually, before I get around to it. Because this is at the point where I'm now editing each of these videos, so, you know. It's a good thing I found out things like these, because I was actually checking for things like this. So here we go. I have the shield. Shield, noob uncle, goes. Yeah, remember when I said he probably survived? Probably. One thing I did decide to do is just because I don't think I've captured one at this point, is I decided to go stun weaponry and debate throwing it up the stairs. At least I'm working out how many time units I need. So 35 I now know, which is about half. And overall I feel that's a sensible enough thing to do. And also, because I want to stun him to death, I'm now going to send Kane ready for shock trooping, shock prodding, capturing fun. Which is important, because you will want to do extra damage to every alien type. But, you know. So, Kung Pao moves in. Ready with the heavy weapons to storm. Yeah, it's that darn lip on the outside that makes this one a bit harder to crack. I mean, I could probably blow the doors off, and that's certainly an option I will go for at times if I've got it. But it does feel that this is one of the harder models to actually crack. Just given presented no other factors, it's harder than the other alien types I've come across, even at this point in the game I'm currently at, which is a bit further in. This is just the game being a bit weird here with not showing me what's going on, but yeah, there were no aliens there, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Sorry, noob uncle. Cake? Cookies? Tea? If you were still alive, you could have all of them. So I decided the best thing to do here is see if I can chuck a grenade up there. Knowing how good the Xenonaut soldiers are with grenades, yeah, that happens. Is at this point I probably debate things, and I think the first thing I debate is if I now have to go up there, I've made it next to impossible. So what do? I make the problem slightly worse. You note the probability of hitting that, 34%. I think I'll still try it. $51, much better. Yep, we've made this situation massively better for ourselves. So with this doom going on, I decided to compound the issue by having Gus Hunter open the door and find a couple of aliens. And helpfully, nobody can see into them. Except Sergeant Ashton. Do I remember? I hope I remember to get him out of the way first. I'll certainly try to. Okay, so we've moved him successfully out of the way, and now Ashton goes for his burst shot, hoping to do something other than that. I decided to throw the snap as well, because by the time you've done that, you might as well. Doesn't hit. Unfortunately, I don't really have a lot else that can really hit him because of where he's positioned and where everything else is. I should really be sniping from the building, which I think I might move them to in a moment. It was a while ago. Kung Pao X, though, is well and truly prepared. I think I might have been debating grenades at this point. But he does have reasonable amount of cover, and I can position him a little closer, but I decided against it. And then Sonic weirdness on the one person who's next to a cloud of smoke. At this point, I am legitimately concerned about panicking and then going into the cloud and knocking himself out, and then me having to send somebody else over there. By the way, if something has not worked twice in a row, try a third time to make it even worse. Yeah, inferior strategy worked, but it clearly was not working. I'd not heard any sounds at this point. I know I hadn't gotten him. I also knew he wasn't likely to be moving. My best bet was to use Sammy to see if I could either spot him or just get somebody else who could move up and actually shoot him. So, open door attempt 2. He's much closer this time, so I take a shot with Gus, and I managed to get the suppression off so he can run away. Because of the suppression, I can now move everybody without worrying too much, but I think I take the snipe here. Missed. And move blue round to have a shot. Though not a very accurate one. I decided to go burst, but I don't know why, because it was always suppressed. No, maybe I didn't then. Okay, no, I did assume that was a bad idea. And he gets a low probability kill. So I decide to run Ashton into a position where I'll be able to enter next turn. I already know the other one that's in there is in the middle of a ship, but I'm just being a bit cautious here. Or maybe I'm not, because I decided to move... Yeah, I decided to do Kung Pao in. Why not? Nobody else has any move at this point, I don't believe, so... Yeah, because you don't risk with low move at that point. There we go, he moves in, he shoots Kung Pao in the head. And I see the other guy at the back. And so Kung Pao's now bleeding to death, but he does have a really, really good shot. So I take it. And that's what you get for shooting Kung Pao and making him bleed. He punishes you for it. And at this stage, yeah, medkit. Ashton, go in and try to save Kung Pao's life without losing herself. I do remember to duck, actually. Which is probably for the best, because if I hadn't have done that, he could have probably been shot, maybe, although still wouldn't have made that much difference. Holding an elf with a sniper there and running Lieutenant Blue in, although it's done a bit of a weird thing because of where both of them positioned, so I just hanging out back there. At this point, I'm still more concerned about the ship, because I can at least hold this, and then if I don't manage to get this alien up here, I still win the mission. But, you know, we had other ideas. For example, I can now see him. So I know he's up there, I know he's not actually done anything, and he's stuck there. So, what they now do is something a little silly. I think. I decided to throw an electro flare up there. The theory here wasn't necessarily a bad one, and it does mean we can now see where he definitely is, so I now know the cloud's not affecting him. And I'm now debating the shock run. I'm also debating other grenades, but yeah, you can see they're working amazingly. Probability there is 0 because there's too much in the way, but knowing where he is a help. Unfortunately, running up there is next to impossible at this point. I might have been debating the shock tactic. I decided against it, but I still have not given up on this darn grenade. Oh, Mark! This is terrible. Well, I mean, to be fair, we're only losing one, and now the cloud's mostly dissipated. I could now run up there with Sammy if I wanted to. But you can see what ideal positioning has me, and that's where we died last time. So Kung Pao opens the door, really just trying to... Well, actually, we got lucky there, because he actually turned out to be there, and that meant I could shoot him from there, get the kill. We now own the ship. Probably. I don't know that for certain, so I don't imagine that's where I stay, although maybe I didn't. What did I do? I think I ran Rose back out on the basis I might be able to snipe this last one. If at the end of a turn, which is rather odd, I might have decided, right, we're going to go up there. Yeah, that was me trying to find out where he is. I think I do make this silly move. I've got to make this silly move because it was just silly. Yeah, I was just making absolutely doubly sure that this was the end of the mission here. It is. You can see we own the ship. In 4 more turns, we actually win the mission by default, even if we do nothing else. But this last alien's really annoying me. So, huzzah! We're going to kill this last alien. Okay. So now the cloud has completely dissipated. There's no chance of a stun attack. I decide to do the XCOM trick of standing on the stairs and hoping I can see something. I can't. It's really annoying, actually, at this point. And this last alien who's already killed Noobuncle. And Noobuncle was again decent. I mean, he was legendary the last Xenonauts Let's Play. He was good in this one. can! I can see him, but I can't do anything about it. So again, we make the same move. We're trying. We are trying. At this point, I'm debating running up, but I know it's doomed to do it. If I run there, I am going to die. I've got 16, so I've got a snapshot at best. I decided to hold off and hope that that won't get Sammy killed. I'm expecting it to get Sammy killed. I've got Cane Bloodbane ready with a grenade still. I've still not quite given up on capture at this point, as demonstrated by the fact that I'm going to get somebody else to do this. It's not that important that we get this guy, I should point out at this stage either. He's far from vital. I keep Kung Pao X just... No, actually, no, I decided to actually abandon the 5-turn count. We are killing this guy. I'm sure I left somebody back, but apparently I didn't. And as you can see, we are being shot at because this is a silly idea. Sammy didn't take any damage from that, thankfully. But now... Watch yeah, Stun Cloud's still there, by the way. Then I go for that throw. If that had gone down and stunned everybody down there, I would have laughed my ass off. As it happens, though, we lose Lieutenant Newbunkle for this mission, and yeah, that is a bit of a shame. Rose gets the 5 kill award, or possibly 10 kill award. The only local forces sort of died. It does happen sometimes. And we get our guard, which we can do for additional research. Now, researching the alien types, I believe, gives... I don't know how many, whether I've done the Sebulon already. No, I haven't. But it gives an increase in damage to the against that type of alien, so it is relevant for certain ones. At this point, though, we want laser weapons because, you know, laser weapons. UFO 16, we're still dealing with smalls and mediums at this stage of the game. So, without the Foxtrots... With only the Condors, we can really just send them out. Do I not? Do I wait for the Foxtrot to repair? I could deal with that with 2 of them. In fact, I decide... No, nearly send out with Charlie. No, I do send out the 2 of them. I don't know whether we'll catch him. That's less likely. But still, we go for them. And we get a lucky reasonable intercept here. And I'm debating sending out the Foxtrot as well. In fact, for some reason I do. This is not generally a good idea, because the Foxtrot by itself isn't that brilliant. Thankfully it went the other way, and I was able to do that, but that could have gone wrong. That could have gone very wrong. So anyway, I imagine I'm about to re-equip and prepare for the next mission. So... That's 2 minutes of recording left. I don't know what I'm quite waiting for. Maybe I'll do some equipment messing around here. I'll probably end the recording here and leave the rest in... Actually, we won't. We might as well commentate till the end because, you know, that's how I did it the first time round. Even if there's nothing really to comment on. I can't even comment on when this will be out because I've got to backwards work it out. In theory, this should have been going one a day, and if it hasn't, I'm majorly sorry for that. Oh, I've got 2 more of these to go, and I think they're longer than 20 minutes. Scruffy. Everybody loves Scruffy. Everybody. Oh yeah, Jackal armor equipment. I think that was one thing I commented on during the mission, because I think that or the previous one, they didn't have it on a few of them. I think I might have been trying to work out about getting new roles, or... Yeah, I should really have made new roles for laser weapons and plasma weapons when I get that far. But at this stage, just re-equipping... I still have yet to use any C4. I equip it quite a lot, but I don't think I ever use it at all. Oh dear. The commentary might jar a little when it gets back to the present day Shadow... Well, the Shadowhawk of the past commenting on the Shadowhawk that the video he's just uploaded, as opposed to Shadowhawk of the future, knowing that everything's gone wrong and knowing what he has and has not done. And then promising in about 4 videos time, when this actually gets back to me in the right time frame, commenting that I will do that eventually, and me telling you here, I don't. Well, anyway, we are now at the 20-minute mark. I know this is only a 20-minute video, so Xenonauts 2012, messing around with soldier equipment. Until next time.